Hello Year 3 and welcome to Week 1, Lesson 2 of Maths. And today we will be measuring length in metres. Where's my metre stick? Here it is. Okay, our learning objectives will be to estimate the length of real life objects, to understand the difference between millimetres, centimetres and metres, to identify appropriate equipment to measure in metres, like the meter stick there, and to use our problem solving skills to measure lengths. But first, we have our daily starter, which we're going to do to get our maths brains working. So, have a look through these 4 questions, try your best, and when you're ready to check your answers, unpause the video and see what you got right, what you might need to change. Okay. Here are the answers. Okay, I hope you did well with those. If not, don't worry, just have a look back at the question and make any changes that you need to. You might notice as well that at the bottom of this slide, we have some new words there. So we've got length, metres, the sign for metre that we're going to use, meter stick, estimate, and trundle wheel. And you're going to see these words, this is our vocabulary for all of the slides and all the work we're going to be doing today. Okay, let's have a recap. Yesterday we talked about using a ruler. So, there are 6 different coloured lines there. And what I would like you to do is write down those colours in your book. And next to those colours, I want you to try and use your ruler to measure how long the lines are. Now, it might appear differently. If you're on a phone, then the lines will probably be smaller than if you're on a laptop. So if you're on your phone, you might want to do it in millimetres. But if you're on a laptop or a tablet, it probably would be best doing it in centimetres. So when you've done that, give yourself a moment to look through and unpause the video when you're ready. Okay, now we looked at measuring equipment yesterday. See if you can remember the names of these 4 different pieces of measuring equipment. Right, and the question that we have on our slides, it says, what do we use to measure in metres? Is it going to be a ruler? Don't know. Don't think so. Is it going to be the measuring tape? I can't really see. When it says 1, 2, 3, I don't think those are metres. Maybe it is the trundle wheel and the meter stick, because we know from our last lesson that we can measure meters with those pieces of equipment. Right, now let's work together. Let's do some fluency. So let's do this one together and then we'll check our answer and then I'll give you your questions to do. So it says tick the most sensible estimate. So estimate. So an estimate is like a prediction or a guess. So we have to guess how tall the classroom door is. Tick the most sensible estimate for the height of a classroom door. Right, 20 centimetres. Where's my ruler? When I walked in this classroom to do this film, I don't think I walked in through a 20 centimetre door, because that would have taken me from there to there. And although I'm not the tallest person in the world, I definitely didn't go through that. So I'm not ticking 20 centimetres. 2 metres. Well, let's have a look. If this is 1 metre, and then I have another metre on top of that, that could be right for the height of a door. I'd definitely be able to fit through that. 20 metres. Oh, that's very tall. That's look at this. This is on the floor, and this is just 1, so I'd have to have 20 of those. That would be very tall indeed. That would be a huge building. Okay, I think that if we're doing a sensible estimate, it's going to be 2 metres. Let's check our answer. Yes, we are right. Okay, so that's the height of the length of a real life object there. Now let's see what you can do. Remember our chilies? The first one is the green chili. So if you want to try these questions, pause the video now, and when you have finished and checked them through, then play the video and wait till we get to the answers for the green chili questions. If you want to do the yellow chili, pause the video now and have a go at these questions, and when you're ready to check them, play the video and wait until we get to the answers for the yellow chili. And finally, here is the red chili questions. Here are the red chili questions. There are 3 of them. So pause the video now if you want to do those, and then unpause when you're ready to check your answers. Let's check our answers. Okay, you might need to rewind the video just to reference these answers here back to what you wrote down to remind yourself of the question. Well done if you got everything right. If not, don't worry, just have a check back and see where you might have gone wrong or what you might have been able to do differently next time. Okay, now I'm going to give you a reasoning example, and let's try this one together. It says, Amelia has been sorting objects into the chart below. Measure in meters, house, sweet, and then measure in centimeters on the other side. Banana, oh, I've got a banana today. And I've got the prop without thinking about it. Okay, and pencil. Has she sorted them correctly? Explain your answer. So, the things that we would measure in centimeters. A banana. Let's have a look. Well, I can definitely measure that with the ruler. That's going to be fine. I think that's in the right. That's in the right column there. That's good. That's in the right part of the chart. A meter stick. Well, that would. It's not really necessary, is it? It's the meter stick is much longer than the banana. Okay, so the banana's fine. The pencil must be fine then, because that's. The length is almost the same as a banana in some cases. A house, that's much bigger, isn't it? That would be better with meters, so that's fine. But a sweet, I'm not sure about that. I don't think, unless you're very lucky and you've been to a place that sells maybe Willy Wonka's factory where they sell large sweets, that's probably the only place that you'd be able to find a sweet that you would measure in meters. So on this occasion, I think that she hasn't sorted them correctly, because a sweet should be measured in centimeters. Let's see how I would write that. No, she hasn't. Because, and I've underlined the because remember, you need to explain your answer. The sweet should be measured in centimeters. Let's see your questions. The green chili. So here are 2 questions for you to work out the answer to. Once you have answered these, unpause the video and then move on to the answers to check. Here are the yellow chili questions. Pause the video if you want to try these. And again, there are 2, so see if you can answer these correctly and explain your answer on both. And when you've finished, unpause the video and check your answer on the answers page. And finally, here are the red chili questions. 2 questions again. So have a look at these, try and answer, try and explain, and then check your answers on the next slide when you're ready to unpause. Let's check the answers. Okay, I'll leave that up there for a moment. Obviously remember that to check your answers, you might need to rewind back to the part of the video where your questions are up on the screen too. So please feel free to do that with the greens and the yellows and the red questions. And let's move on to some problem solving once you're done. Problem solving. Now, this is probably my favourite part of the lesson because it's linked to our Robin Hood reading. Let me read it to you. In the archery contest, Robin Hood's target is 10 meters away. And look, we can see, where's my cursor? There it is. We can see that here in this picture. The first knight's target is 5 meters away. So as you see, I've started drawing this for you here. And this is going to be the first knight's target. So we're going to have to draw a target that's 5 meters away. Okay. The second knight's target is 7.5 meters away. So under it again, we're going to have to draw another bow and arrow. And and then do that for 7.5 metres. Exactly. So it says draw the bow and arrow on the left of your page and use the scale to draw the lines. So as you see here, each box in your book, or each centimetre, is going to count for 1 metre. So it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we can see that that's Robin's target. So we're going to have to do the first nights down here and then label it with 5 metres. And then the second night with 7.5. So have a go at that. And when you're ready, unpause the video. Okay, we've got a second problem solving question. Robin Hood has a longbow. His longbow is 1 metre long. You need to write down 3 objects at home which are longer than the longbow. Write your answers to the nearest centimetre. So I've done an example there. At home I did this and I saw that my cupboard was quite large and it measured 1 metre and 90 centimetres. So that was larger than a metre, because we know that a metre is the same as 100 centimetres. So try and find 3, and when you're ready, unpause the video. Finally, let's have a look at what we've learned today. We're going to make a list of objects or distances that we can measure in metres. I've got you off to a start there. I've got 3 things that you can measure in metres. I've got a swimming pool, I've got a car, the height of a house. I want you to think of 3 more and write them down as a list in your book. And when you've finished, well done, because that's all for today. So please tune in tomorrow when we've got lesson 3 of maths. Bye bye, year 3.